Hey, you want to hear my impression of a bird? Tweet, dang it! Tweet! Welcome back to Dread Canaries Against the Iron Storm. I'm Dread Canary, the game is Against the Storm, and we are playing in an Iron Man mode where if I lose, I have to reset all progress on the save file and start over from the tutorial. And it is not looking good, folks. You can see here the Queen is massively impatient. We have gotten 4 reputation points. We're starting year 8. We are on the new Scarlet Orchard with archaeological finds to be explored. And in fact, we have found one. No, we have not. We have not found one yet. I lied. We have not found one yet. We have found some stone, but we have been having food issues. We have been having resolve issues. We have been having lots and lots and lots of issues on this map, but we are not giving up yet. This may be a very short video. It might be a longer video. I don't know, but let's get into it, shall we? So year 8, I've reassigned all of my beavers back into their respective camps. We are pushing into this dangerous glade as fast as we can. We're picking a new cornerstone, and we're going to take that. Newcomers bring 40% more goods with them for every hub level gained. Boom. Okay. Yes. Let's go. So we get people. They're going to come with 45 vegetables because, as I said, we've been having food issues. I'm going to put three lizards, in this smelter. And they are going to make... I'm going to wait on making it out of coal. We're not going to make anything out of wood, but they can make it out of coal and out of sea marrow. And we're going to cap this at 30. We're not going to make crystallized dew, but we are going to make biscuits. We are going to make biscuits out of berries. And over here we're going to make provisions strictly out of herbs, but we're also going to make flour. And we're going to make flour out of roots because we have an herb garden which can grow roots. So that should be good. Now one of the perks that we got last time is... where is it? Gain reputation when you sell goods worth 60 amber. Yeah, if we can wait 2 minutes, hopefully we'll be able to get a point from selling to the next trader, because otherwise we're going to have problems. We have problems already, and we will have more of them, which we cannot afford to do. Oh my word, I just realized that all of this was wasted resources because I didn't put my hearth close enough. No matter, we can fix that, sort of. We will make ourselves a nice... we will console ourselves with a comforting tower. Just a nice comforting tower right here. A little bit of a gap. And a comforting tower right here. And in the middle of that, we are going to put ourselves a nice set of flower beds. And hopefully, we can get some people. Now I noticed that my lizards don't have housing, and I have excess housing for things that aren't lizards. So... let's go ahead and get some lizard housing up too. Looks like we need 8. So a nice little block of lizard housing there. Should do nicely. How are we doing on bricks? Okay, we're in. Great. Tools. We have 28 tools. Excellent. If we work this, it does not give us a chance to impress the Queen. Oh, geez, game, come on. What are you doing to me? But we can lower the hostility of the forest, which is what we're going to do, and we're going to do that with planks, because we know how we can get planks. But before we do that, let's actually work this and turn it in. Oh, I would love food stockpiles, but I can't, because if I do, we're going to lose. So we're going to take this, and we're going to turn it in for a reputation point and a pile of amber, and that is going to help us a lot. Meanwhile, one of these sets of beavers is going to start working their way, I should say, toward this dangerous glade over here. We're going to have to open up glades as soon as we can because we are in a dire situation, friends. A dire situation. We cannot waste any time at all. This is just going to be just a nice slapdash chop of these trees. Cut down only marked trees. Thank you. And hopefully this will give us a little more space. And that's going to give us more space. As long as this doesn't hit too soon. Again, I'm not going to lie, it is not a good look. We are in a rough place. Okay. Hi. It is imperative that I sell everything I can. I have to keep my coal. Packs of provisions are useful. Dang, he won't. Okay. You know what? I hate selling parts, but we are going to sell parts. We have to sell anything we can here. We need as much amber as possible. I'm not selling coal. I cannot really afford to sell coal. Okay. So if I sell all of that, what can we get? We can get flour. And we can use that flour along with our stored berries to make biscuits. Let's get some herbs too. There we go. So that gets us another point, and that's great. Now we have 40 amber to work with. The alchemist hut does nothing for me. Burning longer fuel might be good, actually, but I'm definitely going to go with the ways of the forest to lower the hostility of the forest. That'll increase our happiness by a bit. And then we're going to turn around. We're going to sell this amber too. And when we sell the amber, I'm going to use it to buy as many, I think, clay as I can, and as many herbs as I can. No. Let's get coats. How many coats do I have? Okay. So that gave us a few points to work with. So now I've got 2 spaces worth of Queen's Impatience. That's not great, but it's something. It's certainly something. All right, so that gives us a market and explorer's lodge, tinctuary, or forager's camp. I think I really need. What's the passive on this? Ooh, we're getting an explorer's lodge, people. An explorer's lodge is excellent for what we've done, and we need to get it within the city limits of this, so I can get to a tier 3. So we are going to just shift this a little bit this way. Just shift it right over here. And Explorer's Lodge. Just wang that down right there. And that, I believe we've salvaged and rebuilt quite a few buildings. Clothier, Forager's Camp, Lumber Mill. Or Scribe. We're going to get a Scribe here, because we just got a building that lets us provide education. Both harpies and beavers like education, so that is very nice. How is this coming? Pretty good. Got a high level of corruption. I think we're okay, kind of. We do need to work this, and it is going to take a bit, so, but we'll say it with planks, and we will make the fort. Are we burning anything? Yeah, no, we're not. Good. But we're going to investigate, and that's going to make our lizards quite unhappy, but we are making some lizard... Oh. Okay, fire is going out. Well, do that. Relight the fire, please. Thank you. Okay. So people aren't too unhappy. Lizard's happiness is going up because we're making lizard housing. Good. We do need to work this because it's going to spawn another one and make people feel ill. But we're making biscuits. That's going to help with the food situation. Yeah, this is... Ooh, if we pull this off, it is going to be a close, close game. Like, we are in the thick of it. Okay, now I think we are close enough that I can turn off this. And I can tell them, hey, just don't open a glade for now. Because I don't really want to open a glade during the storm if I can avoid it. We're already going to have enough problems with unhappiness given that this is raising the hostility of the forest actively while it's being worked. And they're not going to finish quite before the storm gets here. Which is not wonderful. I don't love it. Harvester's camp has nothing nearby. Well, that's okay then. I think if the Harvester's camp has nothing nearby, we can just fire our lizards. And while this is going to cause some food issues, they are definitely going to go investigate this. Oh, lovely. And this. Now, the reason I said oh lovely is I noticed that this has 20 amber and 2 chests of ancient tablets, and this has 2 chests of ancient tablets as well. And one thing I haven't talked about yet is the archaeologist's office. Now, there are archaeological finds. We haven't found any, but there are some in the map somewhere, I trust. In the meantime, though, it has some things. For example, all workers get a 10% higher chance of doubling their production for every dangerous glade event that is being worked on. Or I can just find where the next thing is. But we're going to do this just as soon as I have the planks and the amber. I have the amber. I have the planks. Let's upgrade. Now, this is the one that I care about. You can get minus 15 hostility for every ancient tablet in your settlement's warehouse. We're about to get 4. Very nice. So let's just, again, planks and amber, I'll buy the upgrade. Now the third one. Any villager loss is prevented at the expense of an ancient tablet. I would love to do this, but I feel like I can't afford to. So we are going to instead reveal the location of the... no, I don't want to reveal the location of the farthest one. We should do it. I don't want to waste, because I'd rather have the lack of hostility, so I'm just not going to do the upgrade. I'm just not gonna. I don't have to do the upgrade, so I just won't. I'm just not gonna do it. It'll be fine. Okay, so that got worked. It dropped us down to hostility 5. We have a decent pile of fuel, but it's not really. Let's go ahead and do that. Fire him. How about over here? What do we have going on over here? We're looking for more dangerous glades that we can get to relatively easily. You know what? I don't like... nope. Yeah, we're going to go this way. We're going to go right over here. We're going to fire these guys for now. What we're going to do is as soon as the year starts again, we are going to rush our way into there. Just turn that off, turn that on, that should be fine. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. You're no longer going to avoid it. You are going to only cut down mark glades. And we're going to fire them as well. That gets us down to hostility 3. Almost enough that I can be guaranteed of not losing anybody this year. But of course, it's still not enough. So, let's see. If I were to burn 1 set of coal, that gets us to the point where people are happy-ish during the storm, and oh my word, hey, it's so good to see more people here in the chat. We're going to have to find out if I can turn this around, because we are on year 8 we've got 2 impatiens left to go, and all of this left to do on Prestige 3 of Against the Iron Storm. So, glad to see you're here. Feel free to ask questions, chime in. Oh, look, we get another living matter. Which field is it on now? Oh, it's here. Great. Let's go ahead and whoop, whoop. Should be fine. We're just going to go ahead and throw some beavers at it. Don't love throwing beavers at it because I want to keep them free to chop into the dangerous glades during the next drizzle, but can't always get what you want. Okay, get started immediately. You get started immediately. Here you get rehired. Ooh, okay. Herb and root production increased. Every 75 biscuits produced is massive, given that I have an herb garden. I've got biscuits being produced. That's really good. 3 clay a minute is solid, don't get me wrong, but this can scale. And we are having food problems, and I would like to get an answer to those food problems. So here we are. I feel like this has... I love the idea of tools. I want the tools, but I feel like I have to go lizards and beavers just because they're consistently performing better for me out here. Okay. I don't really have anywhere to put wine. Oh, I do have somewhere to put wine, but I don't have anywhere to serve wine. Didn't realize I could make wine out of reeds. That's excellent. I'm not mad at that. Let's go ahead and do it. We're not going to make pickled goods. We're not going to make jerky here. We're just going to make wine if we decide to staff it. We are definitely staffing the Explorer's Lodge immediately. Oh my word, I didn't realize I hadn't. Because it gives us the Crown Chronicles, which is +1 to global resolve for every rebuilt or salvaged ruin, and we found a lot of those. So between this and the, what was it? Not Trade Hub. Prosperous Archeology. Yes, Prosperous Archeology. We are now getting +6 to global happiness from wealth effects, and that is going to be huge. Okay, we've opened a glade. We've opened a glade. Oh, there's so many things I can rebuild in here. This is great. But obviously, first we have to deal with the event, and I cannot afford to take the benefit one, so we are going to go over here. I'm going to resolve this. You go back to not cutting down only marked trees, but avoid opening glades. Sounds good. This haunted small farm is amazing, and I want to rebuild it, but obviously I'm not going to do that yet. We are going to have to re-farm field that. Oh my word, I just realized that the blight destroyed my plantation. Just completely destroyed it. How blatantly unfair. Okay, you know what? I didn't like that plantation anyway. It's going to be an herb garden now. Nope, I'm not mad. I'm just over it. Oh, hey, archaeological site. Excellent. Okay. But before I can show you the archaeological site, we do need to resolve this and send it to the Citadel. Excuse me, we should be doing that with... no, let's go ahead and leave it as harpies, it's fine. Yes, okay. Okay. So that's been fixed, we can make that food. We can put 2 beavers on that herb garden, I think. I know there's a lot of resources I'm not currently collecting, and we are having some massive issues, but I think we're pulling it out. Maybe. Maybe. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Right, I told it to cut only marked trees. Right. Well, let's turn that off and just have it cut anything it feels like, as long as it doesn't open glades. Okay, that'll get us a little bit of points. How are we doing here? Okay, we've got a minute before Sahilda shows up. Oh my word, so many fisherman totems. Come on, Sahilda. We very much need you. I've got food issues everywhere. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is rough. Okay, hi Sahilda. Hi. So I have a few problems, Sahilda, that I'm hoping you can very much help me with. Among other things, I have way too much cloth. So let's sell you 161 cloth. Yes, and also I think 40 bricks sounds great. In fact, let's make it 171 cloth while we're here. I have so many roots. Let's just sell all of them. We're just going to sell all of them. Plus, I forgot to do trade routes, so I'm going to sell you all the packs of provisions I've made. That sounds lovely. Let's sell you 120 of my clay. Sounds great. I would love to do that. And in exchange, we are going to buy everything I can. Okay, so what is it here that I don't actually care about getting? Well, I'm getting a lot of herbs from the herb garden, so we're not going to worry about herbs from the herb garden. I'm not going to worry about grain, because we're going to be able to get grain pretty soon. And we've got decent pottery. I don't think I need water skins, so we'll take the water skins out. But pottery would let me make wine, which may or may not help. Okay, now I'm not... I don't need leather. You know what? If I'm selling you reeds, it just doesn't make logical sense to buy reeds at the same time. So even though I'm just kind of gaming the system, so we're just going to go ahead and bop this down to 100. No, we're not going to buy leather either. Okay. So well, if we're not buying those, then let's go ahead and lower our pottery, shall we? Okay. I think that's as fair a deal as we're going to get. And given all the buffs that we have, that is going to give us a lot more breathing room. So that's excellent. We got 40 now. Excellent, yes. So let's go ahead and grab mold supply. And we're going to grab a small farm, just because that way we can get grain up in here too, if we need to. So now we have some breathing room to work with. Lovely. Okay. Good. Good. Yes. Fishman totem appears. Okay, well, let's solve that. Investigate. Is this almost done? Soon. Soon we'll have another point. Okay. Very nice. What can we do with this? We can get a butcher. Or a bakery. We can get a bakery. We're getting a bakery. Bakery is amazing. And we'll get an artisan. Sure. We'll get a bakery and an artisan. That should very nicely fill things out. Now, on top of that, you know what? You don't have to avoid opening glades. I'm going to open it up to some of the vanilla glades if we need to. Sounds really good. If we could go ahead and finish working these, that'd be amazing. Okay. We've opened up another glade. Wow, is that another archaeological discovery? That's so great. So great. Okay. So, let's go ahead and convert that, just because I do want to show it off. I do want to show off the new system. Okay, the fact that those can spawn in vanilla glades changes everything about vanilla glades for me. It changes so much. That's ridiculously cool. Meanwhile, of course, I don't really have the ability to tank frightening visions right now, so we're not gonna. Do I have a scribe? I do have the ability to make scribes. If this scribe's not better than regular scribes, I'd rather have a scribe near a hub. I suppose I could make a hub down here. I don't really want one. I mean, could no. We're gonna unmake this, and then we might remake it later. So let's go ahead and salvage it. Okay, yes. But, okay, alright, yeah, so we're gonna fire our woodcutters. All the woodcutters. Just all of them. And that lowers it to the point where we can actually deal with the storm without having to happy burn anything. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to believe, chat. I'm actually starting to believe that this is possible for us to turn around. I was convinced that the run was going to die here. I was totally convinced of that. Because we have spent so long getting so behind it. But now I think we've got something. We're not taking people. I don't want people right now. I do want to clean up this. Oh my word. A beaver died? Oh no. The corruption spread. Okay. Okay. That's bad. Yeah, okay, yep. So, okay, we're gonna make out of this first. 1, 2, 3. Then this. Then this. And then that. Yep, okay. Okay, yeah, inattention. The game's not messing around at this point. Like, I'm on Prestige 3. I've got to pay attention or I'm in trouble. Okay. +1 lizard resolve for every 70 training gear produced. At this point, I haven't started making training gear. I probably should start making training gear. Otherwise, I can just lower hostility. Let's lower hostility. I feel like lowering hostility is the safe bet. And we're going to go with the safe bet because I don't have the resources to risk on unsafe bets. And since I fired all my beaver woodcutters, I need to rehire beaver woodcutters, but of course I also lost some people. These herbalists can actually be lizards. And that's going to let me put beaver there. Okay, so we have upgraded this archaeological dig site once, and as you can see, we have uncovered some bones. But that's not the final stage. No. Now we have to come back and work it again. And this time we need one of these items. Now, of course, I foolishly just told my guys that they could make fuel out of oil, and I need to retract that. Hey guys, don't. Not this. Just don't. Because we will need oil, or cosmetics, or water skins. Now, Vliss may have some of those. Do I have any buildings that let me make any of that? Well, for fuel, not oil. Can't make oil. Okay. So, we can't make water skins. We got the other two, but not the water skins. So it was oil, or water skins, or cosmetics. And I've got harpies, but I do not have the stuff to make cosmetics. I've got pigment, so in theory I could make cosmetics, but I don't have any buildings that let me make cosmetics, and that's a bit of a problem. It's just a bit of a problem, but it is a bit of a problem. Let's go ahead and slide this over a little bit. Actually, that is directly in the way. Let's move it right here. Right Okay, we're going to put it on this side. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bakery right here. Just nicely tucked in behind those houses. And we're going to tell these guys in the smelter, hey, yeah, you don't make biscuits here anymore. This is not where the biscuits are made. This is strictly a copper bar location. We are going to fire some of our lizards. And since these guys can't work this right now, we're going to fire them too until such time as we get what we need. We will, however, rebuild this tinctuary. We will put lizards. Did I not just free up some lizards? I did, and then I put them into rebuilding a tinctuary. So, my bad. Okay. Well, okay, so the leather worker would let me make water skins, and that is huge. But the forum is so good, just as a building. I've already got the way to do education because I've got an Explorer's Lodge. And I believe the Explorer's Lodge already lets me do brawling too, yes? Yes, brawling and education. Okay. So the Clan Hall would only give me religion, which is just good for the lizards. The Temple will give me religion. Education doesn't do anything here. Oh, wow. You know what? I'm going to go with the leather worker. The whole point of why I'm playing on the Scarlet Orchard is because I wanted to show you the archaeology. And that means we need to focus on the archaeology, even if it's a little bit inefficient. You know, words that are going to get me killed. But, you know, that's how it goes. We will go ahead and put 2 harpies in here. You're obviously not going to be making fabric. We have tons of fabric. What you are going to do is make water skins, except you're not, because I don't have the stuff to do that. We are going to stop making fabric out of leather. You know, we're just going to turn off leather, if it matters. And we're going to see if we can get the stuff to make water skins, which is meat and leather at some point in the future. Yes, we've opened up another glade. Excellent. You know what? Let's go ahead and salvage this. You know, no, we should rebuild it. We should rebuild it, right? -3 global resolve when my people are this happy is actually kind of manageable. And in fact, I'm going to risk it twice. We are going to also rebuild this haunted small farm. And that's 2 salvage buildings, which is going to give us 2 more stacks of the wealth effect. And yeah, people are now happy enough that they're just tanking it like a champ. Oh my word. From all of the various happy modifiers we've done. Let's go ahead and limit our packs of provisions to 30 because I've been just letting them run hog wild. Let's go up to trade routes and nope. 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 No. Maybe. We can do that. We've got lots of amber. We've got so much amber. We got so much amber because every year we get a living matter that just kind of spawns in our farm fields. And we've been harvesting those. Woodcutter's camp. Haha, yes, I told you to cut only marked trees. And we are going to go over here, I think, and continue that trend of cutting only marked trees. There we go. Lizard's resolve is low. Yeah, well, that's fine, because we are getting a couple of stacks of some pretty nasty unhappiness debuffs for the 2 haunted buildings that I decided to do simultaneously in my arrogance. Are you noticing, chat, that when I start feeling confident, I suddenly start playing terribly? You should be noticing that. I'm noticing it. I'm noticing it right now. But that's one of them done. And that's the other one done. And now everyone's happy, and we can move this small farm just a little bit, just to get all of this. Notice that the hollowed small farm is very efficient on both vegetables and grain, but also crystallized dew can be grown here. Which, I mean, I'm getting copper out of the trees. I don't need the crystallized dew, so I'll leave it. I'll let them grow that. That's fine. I'm actually going to turn off the vegetables. Let's go ahead and farm fields. Now, it's not normally that efficient. We have plus 2 crystal growth times 2, so we're getting 10 instead of 6. Big difference. Big difference. Let's go ahead and put some paved roads. I think I've got the stone for it. Right there, we are going to put ourselves another small hearth. If it'll fit, it will fit. That's beautiful. And put a storage warehouse directly across from it. We're going to look around and see what I have that's not currently holding anything. Excuse me. Not sure if that's coming through, but having some difficulties on my end. Let's go ahead and open this cache, and we're going to keep the tablets because, no, we're not. We're going to take the points. I wanted to take the tablets to prolong the game and get a chance to work this, but I really can't afford to do that, so I'm not doing it. We will do this. Don't make any pottery. Just make yourselves some biscuits and some pie using herbs and flowers. We're going to change flour to being made out of grain and not roots. And our next trader will arrive in 6 seconds. Well, look at that. Okay. So, what was the things we needed? We needed cosmetics would work. So, first off, let's go ahead and get this and this and this and this. We're just going to get all the buffs that we can. We're not going to sell our ancient tablets because I do like them lowering the hostility of the forest. That's excellent. I'm not going to sell my tools because I like having tools. I'm going to sell 192 fabric because, my word, we are making so much fabric here. I'm not going to sell my Spark 2 because I don't want to risk slowing down my production speed any farther. I'm willing to sell the copper ore, not the copper bars, the copper ore, because we're getting copper ore from the trees, and the copper bars have already been worked. We're going to sell 40 packs of provisions. And I'm going to sell all my amber. And what we're going to do is we're going to buy amber. We're going to buy cosmetics. I don't want to buy bricks. I have enough bricks. But I think I could buy scrolls to make the harpies and beavers quite happy. I can buy cloth, which will make the beavers quite happy. And that might actually be it. Maybe as much of this as we can afford. Yes. Yes. I don't think I need 80 coats for 17 beavers, so let's just lower this to the point that I can afford it. Which means not any of them. And then we will lower cosmetics, because I don't have any way to use them other than on my archaeology. And no, I don't understand why cosmetics works on archaeology, but it does, and that's the important thing. So that is going to get us a pile more points, so now we are not really in danger of losing anytime soon. We've saved exactly enough fabric and cosmetics. Let's go ahead and convert to the second tier of this archaeology. Investigate. Go. And down here, we're going to get ourselves a, how about a clothier? So we can make our own coats, hypothetically, if the mood strikes. Which at this point, I don't know if it will. We are doing phenomenally better than I thought we would. Like, I thought this video was going to be short, but I didn't think it was going to be short for the reasons that it's going to be short. I thought it was going to be short because I was going to lose instantly. Like, I thought it was going to be like a ha, here's a shorter than usual video, it's 10 minutes, watch me fail. And it's not that. It just goes to show that you should really never give up in this game. Just look for what you can do, solve the problems you can, and you'll do better than you think. Yeah. You'll do a lot better than you think. This corruption is growing pretty quick, guys. But, now that I've told you that you can make your fuel from anything, it's still kind of a losing battle? Oh my word. We got a living matter spawning somewhere. Ah, yes. Good, the farm field that we're not working. Excellent, go investigate that. Hey, free parts, that is great. I love free parts. I might have to actually make myself a second Blight Fighter post. We're going to make it this year, but dang, that's close for the corruption. Yeah, we need a second Blight Fighter post. Okay, well, that's very rare that I need to do that. But, I mean, you do what you got to do, right? Blight post. Go ahead and just whoop right there. Yep, that looks lovely. Let's go ahead and staff this with a couple of beavers. I don't think I even fired my woodcutters that season. Ooh. Fancy. Let's make this harpies though. Like let's that's what we're doing. Beavers chop wood. That is what the beavers do. That is their social role, and they will keep doing it until we win. Are we gonna win, guys? I think we might win. Actually, let's turn this off. We're winning a little too hard. You know what? Let's not turn that off. Let's not turn that off. We're going to go ahead and secure our victory. And I will just show you something afterward. But you know what? If the point is to show off the archaeology, let's go ahead and make this our second clip of the night. The one that I used for the second half. Just a nice little picture of the lovely new Scarlet Orchard, which again, like this update, I've played it twice in the last in the last day. So I love this new version. Oh hey, I got a new person from chat saying we came here from Reddit. Thanks for streaming. Hoping to pick up some insights from your play. Glad to see you here. As you can see, we don't have a lot of people, so if you got any questions, you can ask them. I will see them, I will read them out, and I will answer them. The only meme we have on this channel so far is hashtag housing for beavers, because we make housing for beavers on this channel. Alright, so, haha, yes, we've got our third archaeological reconstruction available. For this, we will need, okay, we can use pigment, and we have lots of that, and we can use tools, we have lots of those too. Now, as tempting as these benefits are, I am going to go ahead and go with this, which will give us a full reconstruction, some kind of reward, an additional blueprint choice, that's great. And 3 reputation points, which means when we do this, we will win. Though, of course, by this point, I have solved it enough that we're going to win anyway. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. We'll go ahead and do this. We've got this. Now, of course, chat, you should know, if you're just getting here now, that this is a map that we came into on the new Scarlet Orchard next to a Fishman ritual site, so we had no orders. By year 8, we were up to like 10 impatiens, and we had been hovering there for years. So the fact that we are turning this around makes me feel amazing. I was not convinced we were going to, but we did. Just hang on and keep going. Now I am going to actually go, I'm going to do something that I don't usually do. So of course we will take a look and see what we've gotten. So we've gotten to level 12. which unlocks the granary, the supplier, the manufactory, another trader, Sir Renwald Redmayne, who looks like a bird to me, so I don't know what that means about. Back to nature, which is a new cornerstone, and the guild catalog, that you can have traders have another cornerstone for sale. Still only 1670 points, which I'm not happy with. I'm not happy if we're not over 2,000. Not with a 2 times multiplier, but we did win. So we get our full win. We get our reputation bonus. 6 impatience left, which is phenomenal. Like, we have more impatience left now than we've had for most of this run. We completed 18 regular events, 7 dangerous events. We finished before year 12. Honestly, I don't think I ever not get this if I'm playing serious. Like, you have to be doing some really weird shit to be playing past 12. We got more than 40 villagers, but not more than 60, and we have more than 50 amber in the bank. We also won a game without completing any orders near the ritual side. Oh, hey, and it's the same order, but on prestige 1 or higher, and we did prestige 3. But again, I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to continue settlement. And I know I'm not going to get any deeds or any more benefits. But really, I just want to show off to people who stick around in the video what happens with this archaeological dig site when you finish it. Because I thought it was super cool when I first saw it. Yep, we got a woodcutter's tree not doing anything. So, let's go ahead and just slide it back here. Okay, so, we got a question. Does your score affect meta progression in any way? Sort of. As far as I can tell, your score gets compared to the scores of the other NPC factions on the map, which determines what bonus you get from the Queen at the end of a complete cycle. So, a little bit. On the other hand, those bonuses from the Queen are not huge, even if you completely win. So, I don't think it's important to worry about score maxing unless you really care. If you like it, then go for it. Now, of course, this is what I like. When you completely finish an archaeological dig site, you get this scorpion these look like jaws instead of graspers. Like, if you look at a scorpion, right, these would be pinchers. But that's not a pincher. That's a full-on jaw with teeth and eye sockets on each arm. And, well, this little section here looks like a skull right in the middle. I think that either this is a kind of 3-headed scorpion with, 1 central and 2 side heads, or a 2-headed scorpion with some kind of weird armor in the middle. I love the attention to detail on this thing. And the fact that there's bones. Like, on a scorpion, that's not bones, that's carapace. This is bone. This is a chordate, right? And now I am showing off exactly how nerdy I am, because I'm talking about cladistics. But the good news is you can move this. So, when you complete an archaeological find, you can go full British Royal Academy, and you can just stick it anywhere you want. It counts as a harmony building, so you can just build a shrine to it and put it in the middle of your town if you want. And it spins, and it looks excellent, and I love it. I love the detail of the gear at the bottom. The one thing I don't like, you notice how this base is spinning? I think that if this were actually a thing, the outer ring would not spin, but the inner ring would. Just a small animation note that you would have a pit for that pivot to pivot around. Anyway, that is all I wanted to show you. It's the only reason I stuck around this long, because there is no reason to continue once you've won. I'm going to go ahead and move on. and let's spend our gains. So what I was saying earlier is, you see these scores at the top? So as you play, I don't know how far you are in your game, or you at home are, but eventually you start unlocking competing factions, and they will make their own settlements out on the map, and they will compete with you for territory and points. And the territory part's not that important. Like, you can't settle next to them, like you can't claim rewards for parts that overlap with their spaces. But you can trade with them once you've unlocked trade routes. So that is quite nice. And of course, the distance between your town and the nearest town that you're trading with is what determines how long it takes to travel to that town and how long it takes to deliver your goods and get your money. So that's kind of the extent of it. Otherwise, it's just fun. And of course, we're going to go in and spend our goods. So we get XP, and XP, and XP, and XP. And then again, we will go up, and let's finish clearing out this row. So, plus 2% burning duration for all types of fuel, and 1 cornerstone reroll charge per settlement, which is very nice for when you get one you can't use. Someone else in chat speaks up. I just wish one cycle take a little longer to finish. Well, okay, I can see that. I kind of like where it is, because honestly, I've played all the way through the tech tree a couple times, and once you get all the way up, some of the bonuses you get let you finish settlements a lot faster. I've got a completionist save file where I'm only missing one of the achievements, and I'm just spamming towns on the easiest difficulty, trying to find the last map modifier that it's missing. And to be honest, I can knock out a town in 4 years if I'm playing that fast. So I think the cycle length is balanced around progression, so that, yeah, like you're seeing, it's like 3 or 4 towns a cycle. But once you've unlocked more stuff and you've got a lot of practice, you can massively speed that up if you want to pack towns in. Regardless, let's go ahead and unlock this. And let's go over here, and we are going to unlock production speed increase and the ability to start maps with the various building blocks. And as you can see, we still have 4 rows before we even catch up with where we are per XP. But we're making decent progress. And that is going to be it for this episode of Against the Iron Storm. So, just a reminder, if you're watching on Twitch, I have backlogs of all episodes of this over on my YouTube, youtube.com/dreadcanary. I upload each of these in 2 parts. So, for example, today's complete run will be Monday and Tuesday of next week. Monday's run will be Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And then, of course, streaming on Friday and Mondays. So you can see everything from the past if you want to see from the beginning, or catch what you missed if you showed up late. If you're watching on YouTube, remember, you can come over to Twitch. I'd love to have you. I really appreciate it when people have questions or suggestions or remind me that I forgot to do something when I'm managing a town. It's a great time over here, and you can give me more memes, so it's not just #housing for beavers. Also, I know these videos get kind of long. I very much appreciate you spending all this time giving me your attention. I know you could be doing other things. If you do like the video, please like it, hit subscribe if you feel inclined. Maybe put a smiley face or some other emoji in the comments below, just so that the algorithm can see me and we can try to boost me up a bit. I would really like to get some exposure and, get some more awareness around the channel. I'll also keep a lookout, because I promise, I've been saying it for a few weeks, but I am going to come out with some other cultural commentary videos that aren't about video games in the near future, and I'm going to do that because I like them, whether you like them or not. But I hope you like them, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have yourselves a great day.